Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Tuesday, December 9th, 2014. Nothing to cover news-wise or scheduled announcement-wise from yesterday. Today we have the job opening and labor turnover report, which is kind of interesting. Just tells you how many job openings there are, and how the population, I guess you might say, is moving between jobs or not. Kind of interesting. But that's it for today. Let's take a look across the ponds. In Asia, we are almost bearish totally across the board. Singapore's up a tad, and in Europe, bearish across the board there too. So some interesting articles on this front page you may want to take a look at. Warren Buffett, second richest man, I think, in the world. Yeah, the world's second richest man, still behind Bill Gates. But c'est la vie, I guess. And I guess that's the way it goes there. I'm just fishing around for what I'm trying to say here and still read it at the same time. Probably shouldn't do that. Okay, let's take a look at what is happening here. We're looking at a potentially negative opening this morning. Gold is up above 1,200, gaining $12 overnight. Oil is at 63.36, up 31 cents overnight. The dollar is at 89.07, down a tad overnight. And the euro is at 123.6, up a tad also overnight. So yesterday was a tough day, and I had to get out of NDX, and it cost me dearly. It cost $3.40 to get out of there. I collected $1.15 on that, so the loss is $2.25. Kind of big, but I'm hoping that the other trade that I opened yesterday, which is BIDU, we'll take a look at that when we do the A+ list, which has negative delta, and if the market continues in this direction, this one will pay off and help balance the loss on NDX, but nowhere near being able to cover it. So we'll be looking, for some other trades. We're not going to panic. I don't like to end the year on a negative note for the month, but I'm pretty sure we're going to end up positive for the year. And if I don't, I need to probably stop making these videos. Okay, let's start out with our favorite, which is Apple. Okay, Apple definitely participated in the market yesterday. Remember, I think we had a target down here, and we removed it because we have a rollover on the moving average, and I think that we're going to have a correction of sorts in Apple here. So, with that in mind, we're going to throw, a target up here. And wait for it to come and catch us there. Amazon looking pretty much the same. Definitely on a run down. Catch a falling star, catch a falling knife. Yeah, I don't know. We're doing nothing but heading into the basement here on this Amazon. Apparently, I don't know. Market's maybe going to make a correction. And maybe there won't be a Santa Claus rally this year. Can you catch some of these? You know, I don't know. I'm feeling pretty, after feeling for about 4 weeks now, pretty bullish. Now I'm feeling a little bearish. Of course, yesterday didn't help either. And the big loss yesterday on NDX also didn't help. Okay, let's move right on to Boeing. Pretty much looking the same way as everybody else. We'll just throw a bunch of targets in up here. I should probably throw one in on Amazon too, don't you think? Yeah, we already have one. How is Alibaba doing? Remember we talked about doing a bear call here yesterday as we went red. So that would be working out quite well. Actually, this was Friday. This would have been Friday. So we still could have gotten in yesterday, because yesterday would have been the second day of the confirmation. Day 1, day 2. But we're staying away from BABA for right now. BIDU, here we are. We're at our shorts at 230. Got in around here on this candle yesterday. Actually, put in a limit. Actually, it was in on this candle. This candle starts at 10:48. This one starts at 9:30. So yeah, I got in 10:15, something like that, I think. So it was on this candle. Chipotle, what do we got going on with Chipotle? Nothing much here. Still trying to figure out what Chipotle wants to do. Costco, we have earnings tomorrow morning before the market. So we will be looking, and I'm going to set an alert to do the earnings on Costco. We're going to do that Iron Condor. So we'll set that up today. Alright, and remember we were talking about IV on Costco. So if we take a look at what we had yesterday, we were looking at this particular Iron Condor, and we were like, well, here's our volatility for the strikes that we were looking at. So let's check it out here and see what it's telling us now. Oh, I took it out. Dang it. Okay, what were those? We had 140 and 146. So let's do that. 140 and 146. Okay, so how does that compare? Let's slide this over here. Alright, it's up about 1 percentage point here on the short, nearer the money, and the same thing for the short on the call side is up about 2 percentage points. So IV did increase a tad. How about price? 27 cents and 35 now. I think though, because we had a little bit of a movement. Let's look at the risk profile. Yeah, we had a little bit of a movement down. Probably would not pick those strikes anymore. I definitely would not pick this. No, I would not pick these anymore. So now that we took a look at that, we compared the two, let's now figure out, based on current price, what we would do. We would, on the call side, probably stick with that one on the call side, and on the put side, I think I would go to this level here, 139, just because there might be a big move down today anyway. So we're looking at 26 cents. Take a look at our risk profile. We're pretty much in the middle here. What is our, we're looking at a $3 move from 142. So we're looking at 139 and 146. We could look at 145. Let's do that. And we'll take this one out. There. How's that look now? A little bit biased to the upside. And that's that for that particular trade there. So we'll be looking at it as price moves around today, maybe around noon, definitely in the afternoon. We will wait till at least 12 o'clock and then we'll do it. Okay, that's me and everybody else that's sitting here watching over my shoulder. Okay, let's take a look at the Dow. Had not a good day yesterday after posting a high on Friday. We won't look, well, we'll look at gold, I guess, yeah. Let's take a look at gold. Consolidating here, just kind of meandering around here, not doing much. Google, are you still in a, yeah, we could have done a 20 delta on this Friday, but we didn't. We'll move this over and wait to see what happens. LinkedIn, man, yeah, after we had that bear call on this last week and we got fried on that, look at the move that it makes today. That would have been nice last week. NDX is where we got fried. I'm afraid I had a like a panic attack here when I was looking at this candle forming. And I'm thinking, this is not good. Actually, I think it might have been this candle when I got out. So, that one hurt. That one definitely hurt. So we're starting from scratch on NDX now. Not sure exactly. Just need a little bit more confirmation that we're in a downtrend here, even though we had a high and it was kind of like floating out here in the middle of nowhere, and then things changed. So it's standing out there sort of like that lone soldier, the point soldier, usually the first one to take the fire. And that took the fire, and here we are, possibly heading down. Netflix. We're out of our range of our Iron Condor here. I still might get in on this today. If we move below here, just because the only reason why I'm doing that, well, we're in a downtrend, and it looked like it was flattening out, and it's going to continue. We only in the second day on the MACD if it continues down today. So if we move below this low, I'm in. So I'm going to create alert here. And we're going to jump in on that. That would be, it's going to be near a 50 delta. I'm just going to go a little bit out of the money on that with my bear call. Maybe, something like a 40 delta or something like that. And just to play it a little bit safe, maybe have a 2-to-1 risk to reward. So let's say if I risk 5, my reward would have to be 250. And to quickly illustrate that, I would be looking for something maybe here at 342.5. So this is a $2.50 spread, and I'd be risking rounded off $1, so that's about a 2-to-1. It's 2.5 to 1. or 2.7 to 1 if you want to get really technical. And it would look like this on a risk profile, so I'd be slightly in the money with the current price. So might do something like that. Price line, I don't know. I would not do that with price line, simply because it was sort of contrary to the market yesterday. Russell, what the heck went on here? Let's correct this bar. I don't even know what to correct it to. And it's over here too. And that was Friday. We got some bad data here on the Russell. Don't know what to do with that right now. I would need to fix that. Hang on a minute here. I'm going to go in here and correct this bar. So this is the corrections that I put in. I just put 1167 in across the board, which was a close from yesterday, just so I can see the graph. I have no idea if I'm sure those prices are not real. So now we can at least see something on this graph, and we're seeing a bunch of jumbled, gobbled up stuff. I suppose I could have gotten it off of here. This looks actual intraday, but interday, not. So end up with a doji, or actually flat, like nothing ever really happened here on this blue. I wouldn't even call it a candle, it's just a dash. So I'm not doing anything with the Russell. Doesn't have any direction to it. SPX, we might have a reversal coming up on SPX. We got a PPS down here. Let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla is sinking and sinking fast. Might want to go crazy and just do something on Tesla today too. I'm going to chase this one. This is called a chase. You can do that. I don't have to always faithfully follow the rules, but I might just chase this one if we go below 211.61 today. Closed at 214. So I might just jump in on that one. And last but not least is Visa. And that would be a bear call on Tesla. Visa, this might be a topping. It definitely looks like a topping candle. Big battle during the day. The bulls took it over and the bears came in and finished it out. So it might be, this is typically a reversal type of a candle. Okay, that is it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.